I'm Katrina, and this is Sew and Tare. Today we are going to learn how to save zucchini seeds from your garden. This is a zucchini. Let it grow big and brought it inside. It has been ripening. You can see there's a little bit of rot right there. That's fine. It's squishy. It's a little squishy. If you get these when they're larger and inside and not in the sunshine, I think that's what happened here, then they will cure and be hard. You can do that and you'll have seeds fresh the next year. That's what I did this year, and that worked great for me. But for this, we're just going to harvest these seeds and save them. I'll show you how to dry them and keep them for the next year. So if you have a big zucchini that you forgot about, it likely has mature seeds in it, I'll show you how to get them out and save them for next year. Here we go. So for a zucchini like this, I could just break it open. It's pretty soft, but I can also use a knife. So I'm just going to cut it open and show you what's inside. I guess I'll cut it all the way through. Alright, so when a zucchini gets ripe, it's going to look much different than a regular unripened zucchini. So it's going to be spongy on the inside, and then you're going to have hard seeds. Now these seeds, I cut through some of them. They're going to have hard seeds. These seeds, some of them I cut through, but you can see it looks very similar to a pumpkin seed. Alright, so I have a sieve here. I'm just going to put the seeds in so I can give it a rinse, and I just take my hand and go in like that, see what I can get. Now you will be discarding any seeds that are cut into or like cut in half, like that one, but the others that are full you can keep. If you don't want to go through this process, the chickens will eat it too. They're a little big for quail to eat. You could crush them up and then they could eat them. That would be fine. Oops, I just threw that on the floor. I have garden hands, which is okay when you're collecting seeds. Now this part you can feed to your quail and your chickens. This part as well. Or you could try it. You can actually use it in like a zucchini bread and just expect it to be a little more pumpkin-y flavored. And it looks like this one didn't have too many mature seeds. The ones that are larger tend to have more, but it does have some. You can also roast these just like you do pumpkin seeds. So that's another thought. Alright, so that is prepared for, I think I'll give them to the quail and the chickens. Onto the other side. Now you can also collect these right away. You don't have to wait until they get orange. I had another plan for these, but then they ripened because they were in the sunshine. So it's okay. They're mature. They'll make me more zucchini later. Alright, let me do one more since we're getting so few and they're the same kind. They're Black Beauty. Let me do one more. Now this one's much bigger, but it's also much more solid. It's starting to turn orange again. These were in the sun. It's bigger than my cutting board. They did get some sun in the afternoon because they were on a shelf in a south-facing room with south-facing window. Now this one I think is going to be much more pumpkin-like on the inside. I think. Yeah. Has a little more color. Has that orange color. Smells exactly like pumpkin. So you could use that probably like pumpkin. I could try it. I could try using it like a pumpkin. See what happens. You can see those seeds are a little bigger. They're actually lighter too. I wonder why that is. But they are out of a more mature fruit. Now, you can see here, there's a little papery one. That is not going to make anything. So that you can just feed to your animals. Whereas this one is nice and plump. That's a good seed. It kind of reminds you a little bit about pumpkins, but it's not quite the same. Not quite as messy and goopy. If you have the right conditions, you can keep these in the dark and they will last all year. I even had some starting to grow last year by the time it was time to plant. They're growing inside the fruit. So that's pretty cool. All right, looks like that's it. So this is what we got from 2 zucchinis. Let's take it over to the sink and rinse them off. It's a little dark over by my sink, but you just want to rinse them around and get any of that extra stuff off. You can set it to drain for a few seconds and then show you the next step. So while those are draining, I'm gonna get a plate and a coffee filter. Now, I'm not a coffee drinker, but I did buy coffee filters specifically for saving seeds. The benefit of a coffee filter over paper or newspaper or whatever is that once that seed has dried, you can take the seed off and it won't have any paper come with it. So from here, you just put them on here and spread them out. You can either pick out the bad ones at this point or once it's dry. So once it's fairly evenly spread out, you can see the plate because the paper's wet. The filter paper's wet. Or coffee filter. That's completely fine. So we're gonna set this somewhere and let it dry. And it will take a few days to do that. And then we'll go to the next step. Alright guys, snack time. There you go. Take that egg from you. There you go. Somebody gonna try it? You guys like zucchini. I know that much. Some of these, we had one that was just liquefying. Alright guys, let's see what you think of this. Let's see what you think of this. There we go. Well, we have a taker. Oh boy, is that yummy? It's a little wet, huh? So the light that I'm using to shine, it's dark. This is their rope light. The light that I'm using to shine is this. I'll have a review on that soon. But it's too tasty to resist, isn't it, birds? So it's been a couple days. These are all dried. You can see that they just come right off the paper. You can either take them off the paper and put them in something, or you can just fold it up. So this is what I like to do. I do already have it labeled here, but we'll label it again on the back side. Kind of fold it up. There we go. And I'm going to call it, it's black. Black Beauty Zucchini. And this is from the garden, 2022. Always good to know where you got it from and what year. Alright, I have a Ziploc bag. Put it in here. Squeeze all the air out. There you go. Keep it with the other seeds. Cool, dark place is best, but you can see what it is from the outside. And that's saved. Easy peasy. Thank you for joining me while I save some zucchini seeds. I hope you learned something and that you share with a friend. Please like and subscribe. Share with somebody who has some really big zucchinis. Have a good day.